Alright, welcome back to Case Closed, episode number 255. We are here reviewing episode number 1144, which I kind of predict this would happen. That they're gonna basically skip around with a case. And this time they're adapting a case that I think came about 3 years ago. Yes, Hotel Syria Bomber, Part 1. And this episode adapts basically the entirety of chapter 1094 and about halfway through chapter 1095. This episode is a return of two characters in this episode. Yep, two characters. First we have Conan, who... Actually, more like three characters. Conan is basically, well, he's at this bookstore in the Hondo district where he picks up, looks like some books from... yeah, he picks up... Yeah, where he pretty much picks up, like some books. I think based upon books by, the Japanese counterpart to, Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes. He's like, "Why come here?" And then just by sheer coincidence, and then all of a sudden, Sarah's there. Yes, Sarah is back in this episode. Yeah, for her it's been a bit of time. You wanna know how long it's been? It's been 2 years since she was last seen. Well, like 2.5 years in terms of the anime. Yeah, just quite surprising. So about sister's birthday party. That was the last time she was seen. Her mom also returns this episode. I mean, she doesn't appear much as her daughter. Not really, no. She, of course, also has to appear in that birthday episode. Yes. And there's another turn this episode gets her in a minute. So, basically, Conan is asked by Sarah to open up a bottle for her because her hands are covered in oil and she doesn't want to touch the bottle itself. So Conan opens it and he gets sprayed with soda. And so she asks, "Let's come to my room and well, you can take a shower, clean yourself up." And I was like, "Nah, this hotel bombing." Eventually she convinces, "Yeah, just come on." And then of course take a shower. Of course, while he's taking a shower and distracting him with a shower, she tries to look in his bag, like, oh, maybe he has to talk with him to help her mom. Nope, not there. Yeah. And eventually, eventually the whole, like, they got a code on a laptop, and, like, oh, apparently there's a customer who basically, basically a guest, who complains, "Why was this table in my room? Check it." Before, and she's like, in the housekeeping lady, she's like, "I did check it. It wasn't there when I was there. Someone put it out there left." Excuse me. Okay, and then the bellhop shows up, asking about this very thing, and of course they try to get the codes from this, but they can't because even the high school detectives, they can't really trust them. But then, by sheer coincidence, Aaron returns to the series for the first time in 5 years. Last time she was seen was a 3-part anime original story that came out in 2019. And get this, the last canon case she was involved with, I kid you not, was released 7 years ago. You're like, what? Rand's mom is here? Yeah, she's here. And get this, just by sheer coincidence, she is the hotel's lawyer. And when I heard her voice, I'm like, wait, did they change voice actors? Because she sounds a little different, because it's been a bit of time since I heard her voice. And no, so same actress. And get this. Probably the reason why she sounds different, because the actress is currently 70. Yeah, 70 years old. Excuse me. Yeah, she's currently 70 years old, and well, that's why she's in, of course. Oh yeah, like about the codes and possibly using her husband's name. He's like, nope. And then after some convincing, she's able to tell the guest, "Hey, Congo, the Great Detective Congo Moore is my husband." She's like, and the guest's like, "Oh, we had no idea he was your husband." And of course, like, oh, like they use his name for his instance and get the names. Like, oh, there's also these three suspects, basically the bellhop, the host guy, and the guest. And like, well, because Sarah's got a room in this hotel, instead of, how about, I don't know, use one of the hotel's spare rooms, like on like a conference room or something? You could have done that. It's a questionable why it was like this in the manga. So then, of course, basically they set the room up, or she quits there quickly, and Conan's like, "Take your time." And she gets there and explains everything to her mom, and she, of course, basically reluctantly accepts. So the whole thing with the teacups, they had a little scene with that one. And then Conan basically thanks to the three, and that's the episode. Quite interesting episode for what it was. It's like a lot of it was like set up for the next episode, which looks like we're gonna have Takagi show up next week, along with McGuire. Yep. But interesting episode. Next up, we have chapter 1134-35. We have first a chance meeting, where we start off with, and you probably think, is this a brand new case? Doesn't say it is. No. I mean, based upon what I've seen, it doesn't seem like basically it's like. Actually, I might think of it, it might be a new case. This case is kind of weird for the start of it. So we started with Maury, where he's like trying to open some coffee up, and there's a bit of flashbacks in here. So he opens like a faucet near his like desk, and he goes like, "Ah!" And of course, basically, the thing explodes. And like, "Oh, the call city works. Pronto, okay." Give me deja vu. It's like, "Oh yeah, look what's all the noise. Oh." And Jimmy hit the door. She gets both on her. "Stop crying." Hey kid, let me give you a cry. Hello on me. And puts a baseball in there. Yes, a baseball. And this is janitor who just happened to know, probably from 10 years of events this episode, this story. It looks like Jinpei. I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, is this? Yeah, this crossover. This is actually crossover with the Police Academy story. So, yeah, it just. And of course, basically, like, oh yeah, the police officer's like, nope, you're not police officers. You're supposed to be playing catch in the park in uniform. You're probably just cosplayers, actually. Or you could be college, academy. At least I get involved with civil affairs. There's no point in going on a team. Come on, Brett. We don't know if our jurisdiction lets you tell about it. And this is interesting. Amuro shows up, and either Conan doesn't remember him, or basically, like, he completely forgets the fact he met before when he was a kid. So, and talking about Haunted House I do find interesting though. You have Aro talking to Conan. I'm thinking like, wait, did Conan forget the fact he met this guy before? I'm thinking this is a retcon on the part of the writer that, hey, so let's establish the fact that the stars of the spin-off series, Police Academy stories, Yeah, they're already canon anyways, and they have been canon because basically the writer wrote them. But this is basically kind of like a follow. I would say this is more like a follow-up to it. And of course, they go inside, like, oh, look, it's a lake, and of course, talk about being place being haunted. And then we have these criminals just hang out this, looks like a house next door. Always maybe the same house, where apparently, like, they have guns inside. Yes, guns. Very interesting chapter, per se. It felt like, though, basically, like, the flashback felt really random. So, the next chapter is called Cutting the Gordian Knot. So, got back to present day in next chapter, where things are still under control. And of course, basically looking through like a mailbox, even though it's kind of illegal. Here it is. Yeah, and of course, the investigator's like, you ditched class. And of course, they go shopping, and of course, you show the police academy, which, yes, this is the first time that that this place has appeared outside of that particular manga series. And I remember the final episode that I remember they showed us where, like, just by sheer coincidence, I think Amuro must have like gave, believe it or not, Sato and young Yumi advice that they would become police officers, which they did. Of course, meet some suspects like burning fishes, and of course, they like somebody. Of course, they explain the whole thing. There's a black snake. They explain the black snake stuff, and of course, like, here are things. Hey, please. Somebody, hey, wait. Yep. And now I call bullcrap on this because you have Amuro using a smartphone. Like, because here's the thing. 10 years ago, we didn't have smartphones. I know of, anyways. Look, a picture. Yeah, the thing about Case Closed, I always tend to question, is actually, what year is this supposed to be in the series? Is it the future? Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I'll find it stuff like... busy last night, July 4th, huh? Right, done. Oh, okay, so the writer is referencing the current inflation stuff that's going on here in this country. Yep. And I mentioned anything, oh, Independence Day, the United States, Japanese market is open, but the American market is closed for the holiday. Did you know that? Maybe tell us. It's so boring out here. Want some candy? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, I think the person talking to her is probably Jinpei. Yeah. Very interesting chapters per se. I'm giving them roughly 89 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's particularly a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit the like button. Well, I do not have time to do more videos tonight, so I'll do the rest of the anime tomorrow. Okay, let's do it. Bye.